Welcome to exam sales preparation video for the Microsoft Administering Relational Databases on Microsoft Azure exam. In this video, we will cover the exam syllabus in detail to help you better understand the exam requirements. The exam is divided into 6 main domains, with each domain focusing on a specific aspect of administering relational databases on Microsoft Azure. The 6 domains are: Plan and Implement Data Platform Resources, which makes up 25% of the exam; Monitor and Optimize Operational Resources, which makes up 20% of the exam; Plan and Implement a High Availability and Disaster Recovery Environment, which makes up 20% of the exam; Implement a Secure Environment, which makes up 15% of the exam; Perform Automation of Tasks, which makes up 15% of the exam; and Optimize Query Performance, which makes up 5% of the exam. The Plan and Implement Data Platform Resources domain focuses on the deployment, configuration, and migration of Azure SQL offerings, including SQL Database, Managed Instance, and SQL Server on VMs. You will learn how to deploy and configure Azure SQL Database and Managed Instance, select service tiers and hardware configurations, and evaluate compute and storage scaling options. In the Plan and Implement Data Platform Resources domain, you will also learn how to deploy SQL Server on Azure virtual machines using images, configure storage for SQL Server on VMs, and register with the SQL IaaS agent extension. Additionally, you will learn how to implement data platform networking, configure Azure SQL firewalls and virtual network rules, and implement private link and private endpoints. The Monitor and Optimize Operational Resources domain focuses on performance monitoring, identifying resource bottlenecks, and maintaining database health through index and statistics management. You will learn how to monitor resource utilization using Azure Monitor, analyze performance using dynamic management views, DMVs, and configure and evaluate extended events, events. In the Monitor and Optimize Operational Resources domain, you will also learn how to identify and resolve index fragmentation, review and implement missing index recommendations, and maintain column store and raw store indexes. Additionally, you will learn how to update and manage database statistics, evaluate the impact of index changes on write performance, and implement automatic tuning features for indexing. The Plan and Implement a High Availability and Disaster Recovery (HADR) environment domain focuses on designing and executing strategies for business continuity, including backups, geo-replication, and failover groups. You will learn how to configure auto failover groups for Azure SQL, implement active geo-replication for global scale, and manage point-in-time restore (PITR) operations. In the Plan and Implement a High Availability and Disaster Recovery (HADR) environment domain, you will also learn how to implement high availability solutions, design high availability for different service tiers, and configure always-on availability groups on VMs. Additionally, you will learn how to test manual and automatic failover processes, verify connectivity during failover events, and evaluate SLAs for different HA configurations. The Implement a Secure Environment domain focuses on database security, authentication, encryption, and auditing to ensure data protection and regulatory compliance. You will learn how to configure Microsoft Entra ID, formerly Azure AD authentication, manage database logins, users, and roles, and implement role-based access control (RBAC) for SQL resources.